Imagine two prodigy violinists. Both practice the same number of hours, that's thousands and thousands of them. They have the same talent, the same starting point, they have the same teachers in the beginning, same everything. Yet one ends up a world class soloist playing sold out concerts, while the other one struggles and becomes a mediocre orchestra member who never quite makes it. Why? It's not about how many hours you put in, it's about how you practice. And today I'm going to show you the most powerful way to improve at any skill, whether you want to get better at digital marketing, make better decisions as an entrepreneur, or master literally anything. It's called deliberate practice. And once you understand it, you'll never practice the same way again. Let's dive in. So, first, it's awesome that you're already trying to get better. Most people don't even do that. But here's the truth that people rarely will tell you. There are good ways to practice and try to improve, and then there are also terrible ways to practice and try to improve. Just showing up and repeating the same thing over and over, which is what most of us do, gives you tiny improvements over time that eventually will accumulate into something meaningful, but that's going to take a very long time. There's a much smarter way, and science suggests it works dramatically better. It's called deliberate practice, and it was first defined by psychologist Andres Ericsson. It's not just practicing hard, it's a specific system designed to push your skill literally to the next level indefinitely. Here's how it compares to what most people actually do. So, first we have naive practice. This is just repetition. You just do the thing again and again, hoping it gets better. It's like playing the same guitar chords or running the same Facebook ads, making the same kinds of business decisions over and over again. Now, there's progress in there, but it slows down significantly after the first few times you do something. And from there, the progress continues, but very, very slowly. The next step is purposeful practice. Now, this is a step up. Here, you're not only repeating the thing, you're also setting goals and trying to achieve them through your practice. But you're usually doing it alone and without expert guidance or without setting your goals in a smart way. So it's better, but it's not elite. Now, the third kind of practice is the best one. It's called deliberate practice. This is the gold standard. It's purposeful practice plus expert level structure that gives you the right goals and the right feedback to correct your mistakes. With each try, not only do you set more ambitious goal, but also you get feedback every time you give it a try so you know how much you need to correct and what you need to correct next time. It's very uncomfortable, highly focused, and therefore draining, but it's built to improve you the fastest. This is what separates the good from the truly exceptional. Studies show that deliberate practice explains far more of why some people become elite than things like raw talent or total hours of practice alone. So, what actually makes deliberate practice work? There are 5 components, and every one of them matters. First, you want to have specific and well defined goals. It shouldn't be something like get better at marketing. It should be something like raise email open rates from 18% to 28%. Something specific is easier to follow than a vague, broad goal. Second, it's designed to push you just beyond your current ability. You're always at the edge of what you can do. It's uncomfortable, but it's also not impossible. So you're not working on easy goals, but you're also not working on goals that are too hard for you right now. Always just beyond what you were capable of last time you practiced. Third, when you practice, full concentration and high effort. There's no phone, no texting, no social media, no distractions. Deliberate practice should be mentally draining because you're spending time and you need to improve. Fourth, you want to get high quality feedback that comes as immediately as possible. You want to find out exactly what went wrong right away and how well did you succeed last time you tried. Fifth, you need to have a strong motivation to improve. You have to actually care about getting better. So let's give an example to make it a little bit more real. So say you want to get better at digital marketing. One way to do it is just to start running ads. And for a lot of people, that's an accomplishment. The failure to get started is the biggest obstacle for most people. However, if you just ran ads, that's naive practice. And as we said, it's not promising. Improvement will come, but it will be very, very slow. Here's what deliberate practice might look like. Every morning, you spend 20 to 30 minutes writing 10 new email subject lines. You pick one weakness, something you don't feel like you're doing very well. Maybe you're not building up enough curiosity in your subject lines. So you're working on that for this week. Then you A/B test the different subject lines you came up with on a small email list. You look at the open rate data at a certain time interval after you sent the emails. You study which subject lines that you came up with were better and why. Then the next day, you write another 10 subject lines, incorporating the feedback and the insights from the previous day and trying to again outdo yourself on the same metric. This practice is much better than just running ads because you have the goals and you have the feedback, and you're setting goals deliberately just above your reach so that you're not discouraged because it's too difficult, but you're also not bored because it's too easy. Another way to use deliberate practice for digital marketing is to do one micro campaign per week, something like a $50 budget, one specific skill that you're targeting for. You track every relevant metric like drop offs, comments, viewer engagement, and you come up with one or two insights based on that and refine the goal for the following week. That's deliberate practice. You practice every day with goals that you set and reset in stages and with immediate feedback. Compared to somebody who practices the same total hours but does not incorporate stretch goals and feedback, you're going to be improving 5 to 10x faster in the same amount of time. Now, officially, deliberate practice requires a coach or an expert to help you set goals consistently in a way that's just above your reach but not too much. Now, in many situations, there's often no coach or expert because you can't afford one or it's hard to find one. That's okay, you can become your own coach if you're clever about it. So, what you want to do is create separable tasks that you can practice and use feedback hacks to track clear metrics to help you improve. For example, take the scale of improving decision making as an entrepreneur. The way to implement deliberate practice might be that every single morning you keep a decision journal. Before you make any important choice, like hiring or pricing or pivoting, you write down your assumptions and what you expect to happen in what time frame. And then you write down the exact outcome that you will be tracking. Now, after that outcome happens, you compare reality versus your prediction. If you do this consistently, you would get better over time because you've disciplined yourself to have metrics for your decisions, to track your decisions, and wait until you get feedback in the form of outcomes to learn from your decisions. Another way to do this is to ask one of your team members to track your decisions, your big decisions at least, and their outcomes, and alert you every time an outcome for one of your past decisions becomes available. That person can also hold you accountable that you write down insights from comparing what actually happened to what you predicted would happen and what you would do differently next time. So there's no fancy and expensive coach needed, although it's nice to have if you can. Now, the entrepreneurs who practice deliberate practice will make sharper and better decisions and go up the steep learning curve much faster than others who just do the act of making decisions. In other words, entrepreneurs who just practice naive practice. That's because the combination of stretch goals and feedback over time compounds way above just doing the thing. So remember, it's not about practicing more hours. It's about practicing the right way. Deliberate practice is the best way to improve your abilities. So I suggest you start small. Pick one skill this week that you want to improve. Add just one component to it. For example, set specific goals for the week and ensure that there's a way to get feedback. There are metrics by which you can check how well you did. If you do this for a few weeks, you'll watch what happens. You'll improve at a much faster rate than you ever imagined. So smash the like button if this changed how you think about practice. Subscribe for more evidence-based ways to improve your career and I'll see you in the next video. Now go practice and deliberately.